Peace and blessings. So, yeah, we're just going to be extracting resources from those spirits again, right? Until we build something, right? Those spirits are gratitude, what do you call this? Temperance and diligence. So, our update on temperance is that it is the self-controlled spirit or behavior that maintains your balance, right? By removing distractions. Oh, see, I forgot. Which call this, which pulls you into temptations, but can be removed with the cleansing by daily meditations and reflecting. Now, the differences of reflection and meditation is that reflection is comparing yourself with yourself, right? And how you can, fix your day-to-day decisions, right? While meditation is coming from a place of wonder, whether that may be wandering off wherever your mind goes, and wondering, being curious about something, right? So, it's starting to branch off, and that is, beautiful, right? And along this, I don't know what I'm doing really. I'm just meditating on the word again. I'll add some verses again that we may be supplied the right way, right? Because we have to be aligned with the scriptures, right? Because that's the source of life, right? I believe in the book of Sirach 1, chapter 1, wherein it says there that the words of the Most High God is the fountain of wisdom, or the source of wisdom. So, the stuff that is coming outside of, coming from our minds, comes from a source, or which is the Most High God, right? There is authority in here, right? Because you see order, right? Yes, there is chaos, right? But you have to compare things, right? There, if you you know order because there is chaos, right? Therefore, order exists. Therefore, someone is in control of that, right? You can't ignore that, right? So, wherever mind goes, but those are the those are the meat that we will be extracting from. There's a lot of bone in that. There's a lot of meat in that bone, right? The bone of those three spirits, right? Gratitude, temperance, and diligence, right? Because it's more better to be busy in this thing, right? This is the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus from the Apocrypha, which says that chapter 33 and verse 27, right? Let's meditate on that. Send him to labor, right? That he be not idle, for idleness teacheth much evil, right? Being idle is being passive, right? You let your mind wander, right? It's the same as doom scrolling, right? You scroll whatever it is that comes from your social media, right? And that is where temptation is more present, right? But if you are, for example, being busy with the word, the same as baptism, which is getting dunked on, or getting deep with the word, which is the water, it's the same thing. Then you are washing your flesh, right? Getting busy with being washed with the word. And that is a good thing, right? So So from those three, right, that's where we will get busy and operate on, right? It's like a spiritual surgery that we may um, pull something from that, right? Or discover something from that, right? That's beautiful, right? Because I don't want to chat GPT as much because it's more convenient, right? But it's kind of boring in a way, right? There is still that fulfilling pleasure from the effort of discovery, right? Therefore, we must always meditate on good spirits, right? That's why I think in the book of Corinthians it says that seek the spiritual things, right? The things that is above, right? What is from above? That is, I believe, wisdom, right? When Solomon uh, was chosen to be king, he asked for the Most High God wisdom, right? That's what we are going to nurture every day, right? And until we branch out or we made a new principle from those three, right? Because recently my definition for the word temperance is it's the self-controlled behavior that maintains your balance through removal of distractions, right? And just recently we built another puzzle for that, and that puzzle is temperance is a self-controlled behavior that that maintains your balance through the removal of distractions, which pulls you into temptation, but cleansed by daily meditations and reflections, right? And getting busy on that, right? You're always showering yourself with the word, right? And the word that comes out of your mind or mouth is the water, right? So there's always this symbolic similarities, right? Because water washes something, cleans something, right? A a sword, which is the word of which is the word of God, Ephesians, is sharp, right? So when you're speaking, it's also good to be sharp or straightforward, right? Or honest, right? And I think that's something that we can. What else can we meditate on, right? So recently I was just writing always at a part and just trying to branch off from those three spirits or from those three words, right? That you may extract something, right? Now, diligence is the careful effort in building something, right? Which is responsibility and duty, right? It's more compared to temperance. Diligence is more external, right? It's more seen, I think, because it's done by movement or papers, I think. I think one thing that I notice is there's a continuous flow when you are pausing, right? So when you are meditating on something or contemplating about something, sometimes you have to pause, right? So that flow can follow through your mind, right? And one thing that's something that I also want to get on is that flow creates momentum, right? And momentum is, I think, power, right? Because when everything has a system, right, it creates then this flow, right, or this process, right? And when there's consistent or radiating flow, it creates this momentum, right? It's like a It's like a, what they call this, waterfall, right? It has this stream, right? Stream. So it will continuously flow and go until it crashes out into something more stronger than that, right? And that's something to be beautiful, appreciative about, you know. So when you are grounded in this walk, right, every pursuit that you may be pursuing, as long as you have a strong guide or ground, right, that sounds awesome, right? Ground, guide, it's more, there is safety, right? Because life will always throw stuff at you that you may fall, you may, whatever that is, right? But through temperance, right, you maintain your balance, right? Because I think in Proverbs 4, wait, this is Proverbs chapter 4 and 27. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left, remove thy foot from evil, right? Because if you remove your foot from evil, right, you are more safe to maintain that balance, right? We need always that balance, right? Because the, you know, whatever it is that you are trying to pursue, there will always be a narrow path, right? So even morally speaking, right, there will always be those traps, snares, left or right of you, right? But if you maintain your balance by keeping the law, right, you are entering that straight path, right? That very, very narrow path, right? That's why we have to have temperance to maintain that balance, right? Because we don't want to fall on traps, right? I think it always start from traps, right? Because when you are trapped, you are more inclined, or you are more, excuse me, you have the more tendency to commit sin, right? First John chapter 3 and verse 4 says that sin is the transgression of the law, right? So we must avoid that, right? By being composed and being balanced, right? I think it starts with composure, which is more internal, because balance is more, you know, you can see it outside, right? But if your mind is properly constructed and composed, you can decipher or decide or make decisions, right? And from decision, that's where actions are made, right? Or I think vice versa, right? See how we're doing? We're meditating on the word that we may build or extend or lengthen that, those three spirits, right? Because that's what we must do, right? Because just like in Sirach, right, it says again that Sirach 33 and 27, that much idleness teaches much evil, right? But if you are always pondering or being in wonder with those good spirits, right, you are not idle, right? Because you are just curious, or like you are walking in the spirit, right? You are not doom scrolling, you are not carelessly browsing, so. And soon we will have fellowship with brothers, right? That we may build this thing, right? But right now we need to have the right mindset or the right spirits, because you know, the Most High God, Yahweh, is the what do you call this, holder of spirits, right? So you have to always build on that, those good spirits, right? Remember when I think it's King Ahab, right, the Most High blessed him with a lying spirit, because I think he wasn't believing on the Most High God. That's why he was blessed with, I might be wrong, he was blessed with a lying spirit, right? And we don't want that to happen, right? That's why we must feed our minds with good stuff, right? Those three spirits, what do you call this? Gratitude, temperance, and diligence, right? This is diligence, right? Because our conscience says that this is a right thing to do, because you are being occupied. To occupy your mind by being just walking with the Spirit, right? What else can we discover from those three spirits? What can we extract from those meats, right? Because there's still a lot of meat in that bone, right? Until we, have the right guide, right? Remember that the God is in us. I think First Corinthians. This is the book of This is the book of First Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you, right? It is inside of us, right? You know the saying that tap the tap the untapped potential, right? Potential is like power, right? When you tap that internal source, right, it will awaken, right? And I think that's how when you realize stuff, or the word that just comes out of your mind, I think that's how it works. So when you seek within rather than covet, what the world has, you're going to realize good stuff, right? It's like in the spiritual realm, God reveals, right? In the physical world, we realize, right? That's something I wrote before, so I'm just sharing that. So it's good to recycle or circulate stuff that is within you, right? So you can share and you can learn a lot, right? And that is done through just meditation is that repetitive reminder every day that you may remember, right? I think I sent a post like that. To meditate is to be reminded of something through repetition, that we may remember something, right? Because Satan can, I think it's in the book of Matthew, where Satan can take away that word or that spirit, right? That's why whatever it is that you have right now, nourish it, right, with love. And I believe love is warmth, which is time, and I forgot the three. I also wrote that stuff. Time, warmth, and attention and sacrifice, right? Though I don't practice that because I'm still learning a lot of stuff, but that's how you meditate and discover stuff. And yeah, so far that's what we meditate on. I hope we got baptized with the words, right, and the Spirit, right, that we may renew our minds, right? Because Isaiah, I believe that's in Isaiah 1 and 5. Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. Right? See, the whole head is sick, right? Yes, that's where it begins, right? The stuff that you produce will fall in here, right? That's why it begins in here. If your mind is clean and safe, right, it will start to produce good fruits, right? Because we are those trees, right? How can a corrupt tree produce good fruits, right? That's why it always begins here. If we meditate on those three spirits, it will it will cleanse our mind, right? Because we are enjoying the meat of those spirits, right? Which is gratitude, temperance, and diligence, right? We are wondering what else can we add to those words, right? That we may always meditate on it, add on it, right? Yeah, those are the stuff, right? But I think that's something we are grateful for now, right? Because we recycled through many words, right? And we are grateful for that now, and we maintain our composure because we achieve a holy ground, because we separated from our idleness, right? Which is from the world, right? And we maintain our diligence by just doing this, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Thank you.